Edmands Path up Mount Eisenhower, summit 3.3 miles. Good morning. We are Stick the Eagle, and today the goal is to summit Mount Eisenhower and Mount Monroe, our 46th and 47th of the 48 New Hampshire 4,000 footers. It's a beautiful day, so we should have great weather, hopefully. Driving up here, saw Mount Washington was out of the clouds. Got a bit of a later start today because I was helping a friend get started with the Pemi Loop today. So we're looking forward to a beautiful day here. Only a 10-mile complete loop instead of 19 from yesterday. Feeling good after a night's rest, so let's do this hike. Where does the trail go? Over here, I think. I'm supposed to find out today whether I get the Scout District Executive job or not as a professional scouter. It would allow me to do some outdoor activities with scouts and such. So we'll find out about that. We're also in the penultimate journey in these shoes. The shoes that took me to Katahdin from Connecticut. Wore all last summer at summer camp, and then I've hiked all 40 something of these 4,000 footers so far. Penultimate journey, because we'll have one mountain left after today. Feels kind of like finishing my Appalachian Trail journey, not quite, but almost, as I've set my mind to doing this thing, doing all 48 of these 4,000 footers after doing 20 on my thru hike, and we're about to do it, you all. When you set your mind to something, you can make it happen. By the way, today at the outset, it's almost 70 degrees, 68 degrees right now at 9:30. Yesterday, the high was like 48. What's with this weather? I'll take the sun now. So far, Edmands Path, very gradual. Yeah. It can be steep compared to a normal trail, but for the weight, it's gradual. And I'm just taking my time. It's okay to go slow. It's always faster up on the ridge anyway. Put one foot in front of the other, and soon you'll be walking up the hill. Breathe one in and breathe out the other. and you'll be controlling your breathing too. I don't care how slow I move when I'm moving uphill, just as long as I'm putting one foot in front of the other, slowly but surely. Even if it looks easy, I'm not going to use all my energy on that stretch because it's a long uphill. It's a marathon, not a race. Just one foot in front of the other, and soon enough you'll get where you're going. It's also beautiful out here. Look at all the moss and the green. We've got a water source high up on the mountainside here. Starting to get a little bit of a view through the trees. We'll be above tree line soon. I want to thank you for watching. Not at the end of the video yet, don't worry, but I'm just thinking about this right now as I climb Eisenhower. That since the daily videos are about to end again, as I prepare to head off to summer camp, I just want to thank you for being here. Especially those of you who watched all the dailies for the past 3 months since the first bit of Antarctica began. From Antarctica to Florida to the deep south to now these White Mountains. You've been following along and commenting and encouraging me, and I thank you. Just to put it short, I'm concerned that my financial situation is not the best for another thru hike right now. I did have to pay my credit card bill today, and I realized that I've spent more than is in my checking account. So I'm gonna have to, well, I paid part of it, but I can't keep doing that for adventures. So I'm really not sure what's in the future for the fall, if we can afford this adventure. But thank you for all of you who stuck with me to give me a small stipend with watching, and also those of you who joined as members. If I do stop posting for a while, I will suspend the memberships to not be collecting when you guys aren't benefiting from it. Because the point of it was to continue to fund this channel and future adventures. We're definitely going to continue to finish these Eisenhower and Monroe today, but after that, really don't know anymore. Here's where we're going. There's Eisenhower, and there's Washington right behind it. You can see it. I'm sorry that I have to say this, but I had been hoping that the videos I put out on Antarctica and Florida and the Whites would have gotten more than 300, 400 views. I'm grateful for the 300, 400 of you who've watched, but in order to make enough on YouTube, in order to fund my next adventure, there we go, I would need to make more than $150 a month, which is what I make on 300 to 400 views. So that's the situation as it is regarding possible thru hike. I will hear back about a possible job today. I've been wanting to hike again. I love hiking, but we'll find out what we're gonna do. I may have lied to you guys. I think that might be maybe Little Monroe. It might be Eisenhower. I'm not positive. We'll find out. But I definitely value making more than I spend in a year. And given the money that I spent in Florida and in the Whites, even just eating out at restaurants, I wasn't making camping or hotel reservations while out here. Still spent more than I made through the channel and such. So that's a big value of mine. I don't want to put myself in a hole financially. Look at this. We're about to leave tree line and it is going to be beautiful. So that is Monroe over there. Washington's behind it. That's Jefferson. And then I'm not quite sure. Franconia Ridge is somewhere out there, but I'm not sure we can see it from here. Oh, that's Tom, I think. Yeah, so we came up Edmands Path right here, and Monroe is that way, and Eisenhower is this way. So we're gonna bag Eisenhower first. It's just 0.4 away. So let's go do that. Look at this beauty. Stunning, right? I have 2 layers on right now. My sun hoodie and my classic red shirt that most of you recognize. Tip for the White Mountains in any spot above tree line. Make sure that you pack an extra layer or 2 for above tree line, because it's always going to be windier and colder when you get up there. Last year on my Appalachian Trail thru hike 2024, I bypassed Eisenhower because I thought it'd be easier to go around since I turned my ankle on Mount Pierce just before Eisenhower. Turns out I think this trail is a lot smoother than the Appalachian Trail that goes below the peak. Gorgeous. Which of these rocks do I touch? Jefferson, Washington, Monroe, Isolation over there. The whole Carter Mariah Wildcats is hiding behind Washington, but that's Isolation. We've got the Sandwich Range, Tri-Pyramid right there, Osceola, Cabot. Oh, Cabot's over there. Pierce is down here, directly in front of us. Jackson's over there. That is Wiley. If I zoom out a little bit here. Wiley, Field, and Tom. And behind that range is Franconia Ridge. So that's beautiful. And Moosilauke way out there. Kinsman's, the top far range there, distant. Wow, absolutely incredible out here. We are standing at the top of Mount Eisenhower. This is 4,000 footer number 46. 46, I can't believe it. It's so beautiful out here, so thankful for this gorgeous, fantastic day here in the top of Eisenhower. So we go down back to the col where we were, where the Edmands Path came up. We go up that path. Little Monroe and regular Monroe is right there. Then we turn around in regular Monroe. We should be able to see Lake of the Clouds from there. Obviously, we're not going all the way to Washington today. We're just trying to get Eisenhower and Monroe, which will be number 47. Let's do it. I've been blessed. I really have been blessed to be able to do a through hike of the Appalachian Trail last year in 24, and then to be able to go to Antarctica, explore Florida, and then come up here and finish all 48 New Hampshire 4,000 footers in the White Mountains. I've been hiking in the White Mountains for like 3 weeks, and I just have one left after today. I've really been blessed, and I'm going to remain thankful for that, even if the journey ends of exploring. I know it won't end forever. We'll still be here, and we'll still be out here. Welcome back to the Appalachian Trail. That's looking southbound, and north we go. If you're hiking the Appalachian Trail past Eisenhower, just do the summit. It's much easier. The top of Mount Monroe is an easy 1.7 out and back from Edmands Path. We do gain about 1,400 feet of elevation while doing so, but just 1.7 miles. This path goes to the Dry River Trail, which actually leads into Isolation, Mount Isolation. So it goes into the Pemi Wilderness. We continue, actually on the Crawford Path right now, the Appalachian Trail, which goes all the way, of course, to Mount Washington. We're gonna side quest to Monroe. You see those clouds right there? Those are rain clouds right there. Rain hasn't started yet, but my consolation is that's out to the west of where we are, and that's looking east, which looks much, much better. But we're not gonna dilly-dally up here. I meant to say those rain clouds are out to the east, and the fair weather skies are out to the west, and usually weather patterns move from west to east, so not too worried about that right now. The good thing is, another good thing, is that it's windy, so there's no black flies up here right now. Isn't this just gorgeous? So if I zoom in here, there is Monroe right there, and there is Washington. There is Clay and Jefferson. Adams is hiding. And if you look back here, that is Eisenhower, where we just were. It looks so short now, doesn't it? This is a little side path to Mount Franklin. If we have time and energy on the way back, maybe we'll go up there. It's very short and not prominent enough from Monroe to be considered an actual 4,000 footer. So I skipped it on the AT also. Not liking the look of that cloud. I haven't heard thunder, but I'm not liking it. So our top is right there. We're almost there. I'm watching Washington disappear in the cloud as you approach Monroe. Washington is between those two little humps. That's Little Monroe and Big Monroe right there. And that is the Pemi Wilderness. Mount Isolation is right there over that little hump there. It is the Mount Monroe Loop.
Yep, it is.
Onward to Mount Monroe.
Okay.
This Mount Monroe Loop is reminding me of Madison. Look at these rocks that I have to figure out my way up. So you gotta like step in weird places here. All these crevices, of course. You've got to kind of just work over. I don't like that. See, sometimes you don't like it and you just gotta find something else. There's a rock pile. Now we're gonna get over this. Just up here. Up. Hold on to a little rock. And step up here. Up. Looks better up here. There was just a little bit of section that reminded me of Madison. This right here is Little Monroe. There's Eisenhower right there. Big Monroe is right there. Washington in that cloud. Look at those pretty purple flowers right there. It's gorgeous. Alpine flowers. Look at that. Still a little bit of snow down there. Right there. There's the AT. Goes down there that bypasses Monroe and over to the Lake of the Clouds. You can see the lakes there. Lake of the Clouds. Washington's up there. And now, can bag Mount Monroe. Hello.
Can you take a picture of me?
Sure.
Take a picture of you too if you want.
Thank you. Find the top of this mountain here.
This is it.
This is it.
Finally,
Mount Monroe. Number 47. Unzoom here. Number 47 of our New Hampshire 48 4,000 footers, Mount Monroe. Washington is in and out of that cloud right there. Patches of snow, the lakes down there, and of course, the top of Madison. Number 47. Wow, beautiful up here. Mount Monroe. Snow, Washington, in and out of the clouds, lakes down there, Jefferson right over there, and then we have Eisenhower, Franklin, Pierce down there, Jackson down there, the Willie Range, Tom, Field, Willie. Beautiful up here from the top of number 47, Mount Monroe. Getting chilly on our way down. That's Little Monroe, Franklin, Eisenhower. We put on this extra layer because it's getting chilly, the wind is getting colder, and the temperature is dropping fast. It's also getting much, much windier. Well, Washington's out right now, but this is a dark cloud going right over Monroe. Washington looks beautiful, but the wind is getting so much windier. So I went up and over Little Monroe again, where the trail goes. I just witnessed someone come from Madison who I was talking to, actually took my picture up there, and he said, I'm not going over Little Monroe again. He was behind me, and I saw him right across the trail here. Don't do that, guys. That upsets me. You're stepping on the alpine grasses, even if the trail is more difficult. And yeah, he's down there now, so he's ahead of me again. Even if the trail is more difficult, you still gotta do the trail, protect the alpine grass. So this is the Mount Franklin that I've never done before, and I think it's quick. So let's go check it out. Super quick. Mount Franklin. Welcome to the top of Mount Franklin. We've got, whoa, Little Monroe and Big Monroe. The clouds even enveloping regular Monroe a little bit now. Remember, the whites are to be respected. And this cloud cover that's come in the last little bit is also to be respected. Down there is the Mount Washington Hotel. I was talking to a guy, the same guy, about Kerrigan, because Kerrigan's the last mountain that I have left now. And I had thoughts about doing it tomorrow, but also with Nichols when he's available, and we're both not available till like August. And he said that apparently the road to Kerrigan, to get to the trailhead to Kerrigan, is washed out. So you have to park on the other road at Crawford Notch, in like Route 302, and walk the washed out road to even get to the trailhead. So apparently it's like 15 plus miles just to do Kerrigan now, when it was 5. When you talk about clouds developing, this cloud has been developing right over us. Like, it's not moving from west out there to east. It's just developing and blackening directly over the Mount Washington area. That's how Washington creates its own weather. So, that direction, reasonably clear. That direction, pretty nice weather. That direction, not terrible. That direction, scary. That cloud's been getting worse and worse. We're heading away from it. Monroe is in the cloud now, right there. Washington, you can't even see it. That cloud. We are heading off toward clearer skies. Also, the weather is not looking great for tonight into tomorrow. And tomorrow is my last free day before Boy Scout camp starts. So I don't want to do my 48th 4,000 footer. I want to do it, but I don't want to do it in the rain when I'm not going to have any views and I'm not going to be able to celebrate it. It's kind of disappointing, but it is shaping up for doing it with Nichols sometime. I might have to leave the whites with one mountain left undone after these last 17 days of summiting mountains, which I'm not eager about, but it is what it is. If tomorrow is supposed to be raining a lot, it's not going to be worth summiting Kerrigan in that. The last time for a bit, we are on the Appalachian Trail, and we're walking southbound along the Appalachian Trail. So here we go. Sing along. Come with me and walk along the. Come along and walk the Appalachian Trail. Come along, let's make camp, let's make some friends. Feel the rain, or see the views, feel the rain. Embrace the mountain plain. You're watching Stick the Eagle, so choose your own adventure. Embrace your journey, and always remember, happy trail. Goodbye, AT. Back to Edmands Path. Goodbye, mossy rocks. Goodbye, ferns that make my heart so happy. Goodbye, nice green plants that always make me smile. Goodbye, roots that never trip me. And I appreciate you for holding up all these beautiful trees. Goodbye, cut wood that trail maintainers cut to clear the trail. Goodbye, flat rocks that I love stepping on because you're a smooth surface. Goodbye, bugs. You won't bother me. Goodbye, fresh air and pines. I'll see you soon. Goodbye, eroded banks. The water washes you away. Goodbye, erosion control areas, which make for a great spot to go off trail if you need to do you know what. Goodbye, wind. It was wonderful feeling you on my skin. Goodbye, birds. I love listening to your call every day. Goodbye, leaves and twigs in the ground, a reminder of the life that has been, and then a reminder next to it of the new life, the ever-cycling nature in all its forms. Goodbye, fallen trees, who are always a reminder of how strong nature can be. For even those who live in nature don't always make it. Goodbye, moss along the side of the trail and clovers that remind you that even though nature is strong, nature rebounds always. Goodbye, sunlight, to feel warmth on the skin. Love you. But even the rain, because without the rain, these plants would not be here. And to the spring such as you have quenched my thirst in the Appalachian Trail and in the White Mountains. Love your fresh, cool water, wading across the rivers, or just drinking the water from a spring. And so long, nice stepping stone rocks. You know how much I love you when I don't want to get my feet wet, even though that is life-giving water, and I love the water too. To the White Mountains, and mountains in general, you have been my sunshine when my skies are gray. You have lifted me up so many times just by climbing a mountain. View or no view, you keep calling. So thank you for what you have offered me this past year and a half. Until we meet again, I'll love you. Now and always. And when you come into the mountains, make sure that you know to always protect what you see out here. Leave no trace, pick up other people's trash, pick up your own. Carry in what you carry out. Because what you see here is a gift. And it won't be a gift if we all don't protect it. And lastly to you, I will be back. I will return with mountain number 48. I will return with whatever adventure or road trip that I go on and share it with you. But in the meantime, I'll miss seeing you every day. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for following this journey, because it really means a lot to be able to share a portion of my life with you. So whatever you do, wherever you go, remember this from me, from Stick the Eagle. Carry it. Protect the woods. Enjoy the woods. And always remember to embrace the journey and happy trails.